Good morning, and welcome to this week's edition of Marquette in Motion. We're your hosts, Miranda Peters
and Hallie Kilberg. We've got quite a bit to cover today, so let's get right to it.
To start off segment 2, 4th grader Brees Orr will be here with all the details from Monday's Battle of the Books competition.
Then, Justina will be here informing you on both the 6th and 9th grade orientations.
As always, the guys will be here with the sports report.
Then, in segment 3, Molly and Maura will be here with this week's senior interview.
And, once again, Hallie and I will be here giving you all of the Marquette updates.
But we have an update that cannot wait until the end of the show, and that's how this year's 19th annual Magic of Children event went. Once again, the event was a huge success.
This would not have been possible without all of Marquette's generous donors and supporters, its central planning committee, the administration, faculty, and staff, and of course, Father Cruzy.
Speaking of Father Cruzy, the Marquette family was very saddened to learn that he will be leaving the St. Joseph's Parish at the end of June.
Father Cruzy recently announced that he is being reassigned to a group of 4 close parishes near Piasta.
Father has been with our parish and school for 8 years, and though such breaking news was shocking and disheartening, he says that he cannot be happier with his replacement.
Father Dennis Miller, current priest of Clark University and Loras College, will be replacing him starting at the end of June.
Thank you, Father Cruzy, for all that you have selflessly done for our parishes, school, and faith.
Now crossing over to some exciting student news. The physics competition team attended the University of Northern Iowa on Tuesday, April 10th, for the state physics competition.
Not only did 10 of Marquette's students get to go to the state competition, but 4 of them were able to walk out with first-place medals.
Winning first place in the Toothpick Bridge building competition were senior Ben Kettman and junior Garrett Krieg.
Also winning first place, but in the soda straw arm competition, were senior Hannah Ray and junior Brooklyn Moore. The pair constructed an arm made out of only 12 soda straws and 10 pins to hold a 50-gram mass.
Seniors Blaine Banowitz and Caleb Schrader competed in the catapult competition, making their own catapult, and were able to walk away in 12th place.
Seniors Alex Schwager and Justin Herrig took their mousetrap car to state, earning 8th place.
Jeb Schwager and Megan Litter competed in the challenge problem. Despite a very tight competition, the pair won 10th place.
Overall, the Marquette team earned state champion runner-up for all of their hard work. Congratulations to all of the Marquette students who competed.
And now, we intend to follow some physics with Newton's law of motion.
A Marquette in motion tends to stay in motion. Don't go away, we'll be back right after these words from our sponsors. Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. Here now is 4th grader Brees Orr telling us about the recent Read to Succeed book competition.
A few months ago, Miss Peters introduced Read to Succeed book competition to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Kids were put into 4 teams with 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, and 6th graders on a team. Students helped choose books for their grade level to read. Each grade level had different books. Each book selected for the grade level was to be read by at least one person for their team. The students then were to share the general information about that book with the rest of their team members for their grade. 6th graders were chosen as team captains to help on the day of the competition. They chose the team names as well. The day of the competition, 2 games were going on simultaneously in the multi-purpose gym. 2 of the teams played book baseball and 2 of the teams played book volleyball. Miss Peters or Mr. Erickson read off the question for the teams playing their game. Whoever recognized the question as coming from one of the books that he or she read would raise a handheld flag to indicate they wanted to answer. If they gave the correct title of the book, they earned 1 point for their team. If they also gave the correct author for the book, they earned a 2nd point for their team. Teams switched and played the opposite game, volleyball or baseball, and competed against one of the other teams. There were 4 rounds of play. The team with the most points at the end of the game of all the rounds was declared the winner. Each player on the winning team earned a bag of snacks or goodies. Also, each grade earned some bite-sized pieces of candy for each student who participated in the Read to Succeed book competition. For Marquette in Motion, this has been your guest reporter, Brees Orr.
Thanks, Brees. Up next is Justina informing us on 9th grade and 6th grade orientation.
On April 18th, both 6th grade and 9th grade students will be taking part in orientations. The 9th grade orientation will be held during the school day from 12:30 to 3:10 and is when the student council meets with the incoming freshman class to introduce and welcome them to high school. They will talk with students on academics, athletics, fine arts, spiritual life, service, teachers, responsibility, and shared classes. Then, after some group activities, everyone gathers in a large group to answer any other questions about high school. That evening, the 6th grade orientation will be held from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., while the 9th graders' orientation is 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Both will be held in the St. Joseph Parish Center. For Marquette in Motion, this has been Justina Denlinger.
Thanks, Justina. Here now are Jeb and Garrett with the Marquette Sports Report.
Thanks, Hallie. Tuesday, April 10th, finally marked the beginning for the high school boys and girls outdoor track seasons, with track meets at DeWitt for the guys and North Cedar for the girls.
In the meet, Caleb Schrader took home second place in the long jump and high jump, and Ben Kettman broke the school record with his discus throw of 109 feet and 11 inches.
For the girls, Hallie Kilberg placed second in the 2-mile and was part of the first place 4x800 meter relay team, which was also made up of Annika Frank, Ashley Coos, and Paige Lampy. Molly Minster broke the school record in the 100-meter dash, Annika Frank brought home second in the 800-meter run, and Paige Lampy placed third in the 400-meter hurdles.
The soccer team, however, kept up a fight against the weather, having their home game against Monticello Tuesday night postponed due to bad weather.
However, the guys are able to be at a tournament today in Cedar Rapids, with their first game beginning at 10 o'clock. Those results will be in next week's edition.
The golfers had their Monday meet against Midland postponed, but were able to get out to the course Thursday, April 12th for a meet. Here, for the boys, Hunter Mickles tied for first place. The girls also had a strong showing despite low numbers. The golf teams also took on Prince of Peace at home yesterday, April 13th. The results from this meet will be in next week's edition.
And until we meet again, for Marquette in Motion, this has been Jeb Schwager
And Garrett Krieg
with your Marquette Sports Report.
Thanks, guys. Don't go away. We'll be back with more Marquette in Motion right after the break.
Welcome back to Marquette in Motion. Here now are Molly and Maura with their senior interview.
Hi, I'm Maura Tracy.
And I'm Molly Minster. We are here with our senior interview, Caleb Schrader.
Hi, Caleb. What are your plans for after high school?
As of right now, my plans for after high school involve going to Kirkwood Community College.
What events are you involved in here at Marquette?
At Marquette, I'm involved with multiple sports events, including cross-country, track, and then I was involved with the fall play and the spring musical.
What's your favorite subject?
I would have to say probably, that's a tough one. Probably ag classes.
Who has been your greatest role model throughout your time here at Marquette?
I would have to say my greatest role model would have had to have been Mr. Storm.
What has been the most valuable lesson you've learned throughout your high school career?
The most valuable lesson I've learned has to be to work hard to try and accomplish your goals.
What is your favorite memory from your educational journey?
Probably just being with my friends in school and learning.
Now for some fun questions. What is your favorite color?
I do not have a favorite color.
What is your favorite food?
I'd have to go with any sort of red meat.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you like to go?
I would probably go to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands.
Favorite animal?
Dog.
Favorite song?
Don't have one.
Favorite movie?
Probably Forrest Gump.
Favorite book?
The Percy Jackson series.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Also do not have one.
Finally, since you have a lot of experience being in school, is there a quote or some advice you'd like to leave us with today?
The best advice I have for any incoming students or any students in high school is to make the most of it. Try and not be too stressed out with your grades and stuff like that, but you still want to try as hard as you can with your grades, but try not to be stressed out because this is supposed to be the best time of your life.
Thank you, Caleb. From Marquette in Motion, this has been Maura Tracy
and Molly Minster with this week's senior interview.
Thanks, girls. And now, to round out the show, Miranda and I will be looking ahead.
Today there's a boys golf tournament at Edco that started at 8:30 a.m.
There is also a boys soccer tournament at the Cedar Valley Soccer Complex that started at 10 o'clock a.m.
Monday the 16th, there's a boys and girls soccer game at West Dubuque starting at 5:15 p.m.
There is also a boys and girls golf meet at Prince of Peace starting at 11 a.m.
Also on Monday, there's a junior high girls track meet at Cascade starting at 4:15 p.m.
On Tuesday, there is a girls and boys high school track meet at Tipton starting at 4:30.
There's also a boys and girls golf meet at Macokota Valley starting at 4 p.m.
Wednesday the 18th, there is 9th grade orientation starting at 12:30 p.m.
There will also be 6th grade orientation from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m.
Thursday, there will be a boys soccer game at home versus Postville at 4 o'clock p.m.
There will also be a high school boys track meet at Bellevue starting at 4:30 p.m.
Friday, the 20th, there will be a high school girls track meet at Durant starting at 4:30 p.m.
There will also be a boys and girls soccer game at Al Burnett starting at 5:30 p.m.
And there will be a boys and girls golf meet at Central City starting at 4 o'clock p.m.
For Marquette in Motion, this has been Miranda Peters
and Hallie Kilberg.
And remember, stay informed, stay involved, stay
in motion.